Wrestling and Shit with Malik Gaines
and Jason Wells.
The Cruiserweight division, it's got nothing but mixed reviews. Probably like with 65% bad, 35% good. Cause it's I don't know, it might be a sinking ship. But as we said, that there are ways to improve Raw. There are ways to improve the Cruiserweight division in 205 Live as well.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways to improve it, considering it's so talented. So there's no reason to give up a hope necessarily, though it may appear WWE has.
Because Cruiserweights, that was never his forte. Eric Bischoff, like he did it, the whole thing because he wanted to piggyback off of the success that WCW had with the Cruiserweights. Hell, like TNA's X Division, like back in like 02 through 06, that was a great example of Cruiserweight wrestlers and Samoa Joe. So, yeah, like, it could be done correctly, but WWE they can't seem to put it together. It seems like the 205 Live, like, it's poorly written, the segments suck. It's just like, it doesn't even feel like a show worth watching a lot of times. Like, at least like NXT, it's become its own thing, but it seems like 205 Live is still trying to find its identity.
It feels like what it is, a Raw add-on show. It doesn't feel Raw at all. Despite the fact that they're Raw superstars and that there are 2 to 3 segments of these guys on a 3-hour-long Raw, I don't associate 205 Live with Raw. I don't associate them with Raw, and there's no connection to me really outside the fact that they say that they're on Raw, because they don't exist outside of the Cruiserweight division, which isn't necessarily a knock, but they don't stand on their own legs either to me yet.
Yeah, like you said, if they're only getting 3-minute matches, you can only do so much in you can't tell a story in 3 minutes. So, like, I guess obvious that, like, and the sad thing is that, like, Raw had a shit ton of empty space anyway that you could fill with, like a couple good Cruiserweight matches. Give them, like 10, 15 minutes, just let them go out there and do what they do. That's what Eric Bischoff did, and that's why it succeeded so well in WCW on Monday Nitro, and it did help that 3 hours seem not so long. Like, Raw feels like a marathon watching it.
Yeah, I think Raw does feel excruciatingly long. I don't care how big a fan of wrestling I am. I don't need 3 hours of wrestling. But if there was WCW style Cruiserweight throwback matches, I would watch that for 3 hours every week, because I wouldn't want to miss one. But right now it seems like WWE is supporting the Cruiserweight division kind of backhandedly, I guess. That's the correct term. It's like, oh yeah, we love them if they can succeed. It's like they don't genuinely believe in the Cruiserweight division, and they're putting it out there for people to devour. They're not setting it up well. Why do they keep changing the damn ropes? It's really like you're separating it from the rest of the show, letting people know, like, this isn't really us. This is a thing we're trying. And then going back to the red ropes. That's really starting to bug me. Maybe it's petty, but that's really starting to bug me.
A good idea would be to put them in Full Sail, where either you make NXT 205 Live like a 2-hour show and put them together, or you just have them be 2 separate shows. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But the point being, why I say that is because when I went to a SmackDown back in December, and after SmackDown 205 Live came on, the arena cleared out. I stuck around for the matches. They were good matches too, but like, you can tell, like, people were burned out. They were tired. They didn't want to watch any more wrestling. They had the option to sit there and watch. They got another hour of wrestling that they weren't even expecting to have, and they decided not to take it. Yeah, like, you gotta, like how NXT, like, when people go to watch NXT, they're just watching NXT, so it's a form of exclusivity to it. So that's the same thing should be done with 205 Live. Like, have, like, smaller crowds, more like NXT, like the Full Sail crowds, they get engaged because they're college students mostly, so they're young, they're full of energy, they're drunk. It's more, it'll make like the high flying like energy more. It'll make it more fun to watch, because even when you're watching 205 Live on television, when you're watching it and you see half empty arenas, it makes you less invested in it.
Yeah, it makes you feel the same way, like, oh, this must not be very interesting if no one's watching. The Cruiserweight division, in this case, I think it'll benefit a lot from joining NXT. I think from a direct mix-in, I wouldn't be mad of to have all the 205 Live guys going to NXT and being a part of the NXT roster and just giving NXT essentially a second title. I wouldn't really, or really a fourth title, but a second single males title.
Actually, yeah, let's do that. That makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that at all, and I think that does another thing for all these excellent cruiserweight talents is give them a chance or a future of going up to WWE in a singles career. It really shakes things up. Like, you don't have to be behind the purple ropes necessarily at all the whole damn time you're in the career. You're in WWE. Like, if you're a part on NXT, you can build your own name on NXT and then come up and let's see, maybe this guy's better than just being a purple rope guy. Tony Nese. Like,
Right. And on top of that, more characters need to be developed. Neville is one of the most... Austin Aries is probably the best overall. Like, those two, they're the most well-developed characters on the 205 Live roster.
Kendrick, when you put Kendrick with them?
Brian Kendrick.
Or right behind him?
Yeah, he's probably right behind him, but, like, yeah, he's up there, definitely. So, like, we just named 3 heels.
Gallagher.
You see where I'm going here? Like, Jack Gallagher's good, and let's keep the good baby faces going.
I think that's one of the problems is that Jack Gallagher shouldn't be your top babyface.
Right.
I don't think he should. And I think right now he definitely is because the only next guy is being built. And I think that's Tozawa, who's been here, 3 weeks now? He shouldn't be your second best babyface. Like, this doesn't look good in those regards.
Just Rich Swann, I wouldn't call him a flop, but...
He's on the shelf now. He's
very
good in the ring.
He got off.
He's back?
Yeah, he's back.
Okay, good. He's good in the ring. He's very good in the ring. My favorite match is the initial match on 205 Live, which I did watch. I really, really enjoy his match with Kendrick. I thought that was excellent. He's good in the ring. I don't like his character. TJ Perkins, very good in the ring. The Cruiserweight Classic winner, excellent matches throughout. Final match against Grand Metalik, wonderful. He's an excellent competitor. Cannot stand his character. Both of these guys, I believe, better in ring. I hate to knock Jack Gallagher, but I think they're better than him. Gallagher, much better character, much more entertaining. He is by leagues the top babyface right now.
Until Austin Aries gets back. Well, I don't know, because even though I said he was a heel earlier, but I got to keep in mind that when a wrestler comes back from an injury, they normally get the hero's reaction.
Yeah, face turn.
Yeah, like Austin Aries gets cheers like on Raws and 205 Live just as a commentator. So yeah, people are itching for him to come back. So I think that's going to be a big step too. And just like, as I said in the previous podcast, as soon as Austin Aries gets back, put him in the Cruiserweight title picture. Like a feud between him and Neville, like match wise, promo wise, you're looking at nothing but good stuff.
They're actually, I wouldn't be surprised because you have to look at what that would lead to. That would mean the majority in your best cruiserweight work is coming in 2017. Who really expect them to be that hot initially? It would make sense that, because I think Neville against Aries is going to steal Raws. I don't think it's going to steal, like, to make 205 Live better. You give them 3 minutes of really doing something. I think they can steal the Raw.
Like, why give a match like that 3 minutes, though?
I don't think I mean for a segment, not even a match.
Oh.
I mean a segment on Raw, because they do segregate the Cruiserweight division. I think Aries is a guy with the talent and Neville with them. These 2 guys can push that. They're 2 of the best wrestlers on the roster, regardless of weight. So, excellent characters. So, there's no reason that wouldn't shake up a lot of things in WWE.
Because, where's Tajiri? Bring him back. I think he's not injured anymore. He attacked Brian Kendrick with the mist, and then we never saw him again. They bring him back.
I missed all of that.
Yeah, that was a good episode. Another major hole that needs to be solved is direction for the characters that are just not necessarily chasing a title. Because every other match in the show is just there. Like, nothing's actually going on. The Noam Dar, Alicia Fox stuff was like
weird.
With Cedric Alexander, that was like whatever.
Weird.
They attempted to build a storyline. I like the Brian Kendrick Akira Tozawa storyline.
It's probably one of the better ones going on because it's dealing with 2. We've said it repeatedly. The division's talented overall for the most part, so can't really use that as explanation for why this is going better than the rest.
I guess it's just two wrestlers that capture your attention, because even though they're all great wrestlers, that means that not every one of them is going to capture your attention.
And Kendrick is intelligent, very intelligent to do that.
Right.
So yeah,
like the whole attacking the Curator, you gotta learn these lessons. It's
brilliant, excellent heel work.
It's giving them something to do.
Excellent heel work from this guy. And Akira Tozawa is a good face. I really like him so far. I think he's one of my favorite, one of the better guys going on. Direction for him, I like how the commentary team keeps alluding to he may be in line, or maybe not so much them, but I've been hearing he may be the next guy in line for a Cruiserweight title thing. So if he's like stumbled up by Kendrick, I like that feud to extend, for like them jockeying with each other to get to that spot. But other guys still need something as well. Really, what's Tony Nese's what is his thing right now besides, oh my God, I don't get enough respect. Look at my abs. Like, I don't understand his character. He's not a good mic worker.
He can go, but he can definitely go in the ring. But like I said, he can't. It's nothing else going on. Like, sure, you can wrestle, but what else can you offer me? Is Oney Lorcan in the Cruiserweight division?
I don't know. No, because he was on SmackDown. The last time I seen him on the main roster was on SmackDown.
Well, he ain't on there now, so put Oney Lorcan back and help him develop a character, because his real rough and tough, but yet really calculating. It reminds me like William Regal or Daniel Bryan.
Brutal, like ugly style. I like it.
Yeah, it's nasty, but it's really effective looking.
It fits how he looks. He doesn't look like your Tony Nese's.
Yeah, he's a scrap though.
Yeah. What do you think of Drew Gulak? He's such a. I like Drew Gulak. I do.
I don't know who that is.
You have to know him. He's the guy that got mad at Alicia Fox that one time.
I thought that was Oney Lorcan.
No, that's.
Oops.
We have to leave that in.
Yeah. Yeah, like I had no idea. Yeah, my bad. And
Drew Gulak, everybody.
I mean, at the moment, that's all I can really think of to help fix this show. It's a work in progress. It hasn't been around for that long, so let's not cut his leg, because they're talking about making. They're talking about just taping. They don't want to do it live anymore. So 205 Live filmed, 205 Live on TV, or just WWE 205, or just cancel. just put them on NXT.
It's gonna be ECW again. It's on Tuesday. It's at 10. This is taped. I don't trust it. I'm not watching ECW again. They can't make me.
Wrestling and shit.
Wrestling and shit.